Beginning with the basic concept of InstantPost, let me introduce that we are aspiring to disrupt the print industry in India to be able to offer a completely curated platform which would allow people to print their content as per their choice and in a fully automated fashion where they do not have to interact with the middlemen in order to be able to receive their print orders. So our idea is basically to be able to receive print orders online using various means that we will allow for the users to be able to take their prints. And once the order is placed online, users can choose to go to a self-service printing ATM where they can go ahead and identify themselves and take prints of the orders that they had placed online. Accordingly, we are also working on building a managed print shop where our customers can go and work on further on their prints that they have taken out of a kiosk, and they can work on getting them bound, finished, as in getting them trimmed after binding, and then multiple other operations which would apply post printing in order to get a full-fledged bound print, for example, like a book or a magazine. So these are the overall procedures that we have planned at this moment, and the basic idea behind this whole operation is to allow everything that we have to offer to be able to create a privacy-aware infrastructure where you do not have to engage with the middlemen who would first of all get access to the content that you are trying to print, and accordingly also trying to speed up the whole process where you don't have to deal with multiple interfaces in order to get a single page print, and then obviously offer all of it at a cost that does not become a burden for our customers to avail the services. So going forward with the idea, let me explain you our target market, which is education sector at this moment. And we are planning to bring in around 30 crore students currently in Indian education system on board. And that's the target market at this moment, which also comprises of around 1 crore teachers who are involved in day-to-day activities of the college and also contribute largely to the whole ecosystem. The interesting reason for which we have taken up this sector as our target market is the growth opportunity that is available in this segment, where the growth numbers are almost in the double digit from every perspective that you could look in, by the growth of institutes, by number of students joining in, and also the faculties who are on the platform. So this shows us a really promising environment where it's fairly easy for us to engage with a really large audience set, and especially the most impressive aspect of this segment is the public sector spending by the government, which has been increasing almost 22% every year. As per our estimates, in general, the consumers in the education industry spend around 10 rupees per month, which approximately gives us access to a 300 crore market that is to be tapped, which does not have real competition and does not have brands that have a nationwide presence and could serve the larger community over here. So this is why we think this is a place that where we can cause maximum impact, and that's what our target audience is at this moment. So moving on, I would like to very briefly talk about the verticals we plan to support at this moment. So we have precisely three verticals, wherein the first vertical is loose prints. Here I want to allow our customers to be able to print documents and photos, which would be loose prints in nature, and every sheet of print would be independent of the other one. And the second vertical that we have is the bound prints vertical, where we plan to offer printing of books and albums that would be where a stack of sheets would be bound together, just the way you would see a particular book or a magazine in front of you. And then we have a experimental vertical, which we are not ready to launch yet. But as and when we do, we want to bring in our targeted magazines, which will allow people curate the content themselves that they want to receive, in place of receiving a predefined publisher curated magazine. They can decide on the topics that they want to engage in and would want to receive on a daily basis, or probably at a different frequency like weekly or monthly. And then a magazine as per their interest area would get configured for them every month and printed for them exclusively to be delivered to them. And obviously we would allow the users to be able to change their choices as they move forward and keep on building upon their interest area as they do in their personal life. So this is the overall thought process at this moment behind Instant Post.